All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Well, I got a burr under my saddle.
We talk, you listen.
Somebody that's going to take an innocent life is not mentally insane?
You know them.
Time to nut up or shut up.
You love to hate them.
It's the Denton and Sasquatch Show.
You're a good team.
Can I bring my AR-15 next time?
Sure.
Yes.
This place is half talk show, half weird daycare. I love it.
You can't handle the truth.
Hello and welcome once again to the Denton and Sasquatch Show, coming to you from both Alabama and California. My name is Sasquatch. I'm the beast in California. And then we have the beastliest of beasts in Alabama. His name is Denton. How are you?
Hello, this is Denton. I am, in fact, from Alabama. And this is, in fact, the Denton and Sasquatch Show, coming not live from you to anywhere.
Apparently you fell and hit your head and think this is NPR.
Oh, okay, it's not. You know what? We need to ditch our recording show and just record our before the show conversations.
I say we go out on the road and do it live.
Live?
We'll fill
What,
arenas.
you mean, Huh?
We'll fill arenas like Trump does.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be huge. I'm doing my hand gestures right now. Yeah. I'm fine in there. How you doing over there?
Let me find my little button here. Here in California, it is Stormwatch 2019.
Yeah, I did see something about y'all having another winter storm coming in. Is it going to affect you?
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of rain. Everybody's freaking out. It's normal California.
I've driven in California when it starts drizzling. The interstates damn near shuts down.
Pretty much.
I mean, it's scary to me. Yeah, in Alabama, it's a downpour. Nobody cares. We're doing 80 to 90 mile an hour. In California, it drizzles a little bit. People are hitting the brakes.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's stupid.
Yeah, well, look here. And I also saw that y'all had a bunch of earthquakes recently.
Oh, did we? I didn't even feel any of them.
Well, no, it's something between Cascadia and what's the other fault line?
San Andreas?
San Andreas. It's like 10 earthquakes. Like it's getting ready to really kill a bunch of people.
Well, if you look, I mean, I'm getting off subject here a little bit, but if you look at one of those maps that shows you where the earthquakes are, there's millions of them all over California all the time, and people don't even feel them because they're so small.
Yeah, well, these are big enough to where folks felt them, and apparently a bunch of people are going to die.
Oh, on Super Bowl Sunday, which was, what, yesterday? Yeah. We had a plane crash next to my house.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, it just crossed the freeway from me in Yorba Linda. But, yeah, guy was by himself in the plane, crashed, killed a family of 4 inside a house.
Wow. Well, that's just rude.
Yeah. He wasn't invited to the Super Bowl party, but he came anyway.
Well, I'm laughing, but that's tragic, and I'm sorry to hear that. Pray for the families. Do we have anything that's good?
Well, this is our show, so no, but we do have stuff.
Oh, okay. 'Cause that's depressing.
No, real quick, before the plane, it fell out of the sky, like it fell apart coming down. They don't know what went wrong with it. Like the propeller fell off and the wings fell off, and everybody's like, well, what the hell happened to the plane? So
somebody gave it the command to fall out.
It was a almost 40-year-old Cessna, though, so that may have something to do with it.
Yeah. It's hard to imagine because FAA demands strict inspections and that kind of stuff. But, you saw that video of that C-130 that was doing the fire retardant drops, and its wings just folded up and it crashed. Did you see that?
No, is that recent?
No, it was a few years ago.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't see that one.
No, C-130 is going down. He's dropping the retardant on the fire, and as he's pulling up, the wings just fold up.
Wow.
And of course everybody dies. So yeah, FAA can have all the regulations in the world, but if humans happen.
Yeah, we are faulty to a point.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Well, I don't know. I guess everybody knows it. Maybe they don't. I used to be a radio DJ.
Well, that's nice.
Hi there, this is Sasquatch. We're playing the hits for you 24/7.
What was your format?
No, rock music, but I didn't.
Rock.
I didn't sound like that. I just sounded like me. Anyway, so, I got a soft spot in my heart for music. Well, the other day I'm listening to the radio and I hear the song come on. And I thought, all right, it's a little catchy. And then I started listening to the lyrics and I'm like, what? So I had to come home and look it up. And I found it, so I thought I would share it with everyone.
Well, do it. We want to hear it. Use your dramatic voice.
I am. I'm going to do a dramatic reading. First, though, I'm going to play just a little bit of it. So I don't want to play too much because YouTube's going to nail us for it if I do. But there it was. Anyways, this is by the band called The Killers. Have you heard of The Killers?
No.
About 10 years ago, they had a couple songs that were pretty popular, but they're not so popular anymore. So I guess they wrote this song. It is called The Land of the Free. Let's see here.
Where's that?
Yeah, good question. It's definitely not California. These guys are from Las Vegas, though. So it goes, can't wipe the windblown smile from across my face. It's just the old man in me, washing his truck at the Sinclair station in the land of the free. His mother, Adeline's family, came on a ship, cut coal and planted seed, down in them drift mines of Pennsylvania, in the land of the free. And then there's a chorus, land of the free, blah, blah, blah.
Cool chorus.
Yeah. So the first part, it sounds like, okay, it's how a lot of people came over to this country and worked their butts off, that kind of thing. Then we go to the second part. When I go out to my car, I don't think twice. And this is the part that got me when I heard this. I was like, well, wait a second. Am I hearing what I think I'm hearing? When I go out to my car, I don't think twice. But if you're the wrong color skin, you grow up looking over both shoulders in the land of the free. And we got more people locked up than the rest of the world, right here in red, white, and blue. Incarceration's become big business. It's harvest time out on the avenue. In the land of the free, in the land of the free. So are you noticing something here?
Yeah, it's going social justice.
Yeah. Then it goes on to say, oh, I'm standing crying, oh, I'm standing crying, oh. So how many daughters, tell me, how many sons do we have to put in the ground before we just break down and face it? We got a problem with guns. In the land of the free. Down at the border, they're going to put up a wall. Concrete and rebar steel beams. High enough to keep out all those filthy hands off our hopes and our dreams. People who just want the same things we do in the land of the free. In the land of the free.
That was touching. Well, I have something to counter that one.
What, a song?
Yes.
What song is that?
Grills.
Grills?
Hear it. Rob the jewelry store. Tell them, make me a grill.
Is that the whole song?
No, that's all I can remember of it.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you looked it up. No, I see.
Well, I can play it for you real quick if you like, but no.
I see.
No, then we'll just violate the hell out of YouTube if I did that.
Yes, we would. I see where you're going with that, though.
Rob the jewelry store and tell them, make me a grill.
And you are correct. You can't really sing songs about popping caps in people and then expect to be treated like a normal, regular citizen.
Exactly.
But no, this made me laugh because at first I thought I didn't really know the political leanings of this band, but they're a band, so they're all probably lefties. But so I thought, okay, they got the word from headquarters that they needed to write a song like this, but then after listening to it, it's got like every single thing that's in the news at the moment or has been within the last couple months, and I'm thinking these guys are just trying. They're jumping on the SJW bandwagon, trying to be relevant. So they threw it all in the mix. It's like a hobo stew. It's got a little bit of everything.
How many people are going to fall for it? Well, we know the answer to that. Everybody who listens to that kind of garbage is going to say, yeah, dude, Yeah.
Yeah, I have no doubt. I'm sure there's kids going, yeah, man, that's totally right. Black people, they totally get taken by the police all the time for being black. It's called black while driving or something like that.
And they're really driving that home when the Democrats are, well, we have to do something about the fact that the blacks, majority of people who get arrested are blacks.
Mm-hmm.
Could there be a reason for that?
Well, and not only that, but, where's the line at? It was something about how many daughters and sons do we have to put in the ground before we realize that we've got a problem with guns? What he's trying to say is, America, we don't need guns. But I'm sorry to tell you, but like Chicago, it's black on black killing each other over there. So
now I got a couple of friends. One we've had on the show. Actually, both of them we've had on the show. They're Christians. They're conservatives. They've raised their children right. You know, they abide by the Christian ethics, morals, and standards. You know, they've got no problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's not a color issue. It is a societal and cultural issue.
Yeah, there you go. Cultural is a very good way to put it.
And so let's knock off the BS about color. It's got nothing to do with color, except for the fact that there are, for example, the pop culture black thing. Okay, is BS. You're denigrating yourself. When you have your pants down, showing your butt to the world, you're not only denigrating yourself, you're denigrating your race. And I don't want to make it a race thing, but really that's what it appears to be when there's a bunch of predominantly black folks who do that kind of stuff. Well, then don't look at me when I say it's a black thing, okay? Because predominantly it is.
Yeah, but there's also, you got the white kids that are like, oh, what's up, homie? I'm going to shoot you, homie, you know, wearing their hats sideways and stuff. But to sort of drive the point home, and I just thought about this, I don't know if you heard about it, but there was a rapper that just got arrested for being here illegally. Did you hear about that?
Oh, yeah, I heard it. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, his family and everybody's like, oh, well, he donates money to the kids, and he does this, and he's such a fine, upstanding young man. Of course, they're leaving out the part that when he was in school, he brought a gun to school to shoot another kid.
And he's been brought up on drug charges. Yes. Really upstanding citizen.
Yes, and he started a thing about put the guns down and pick up your paintball gun instead. Well, they started shooting each other with paintball guns and then would retaliate with real guns. So his little, attempt to get guns off the street kind of backfired.
You're not going to get guns off the street, until you have a change of heart in your community. So, and he's not going to change anybody's heart. That takes the community leaders. It takes the family members to do that. And where are they? They are absent. And I blame the Democrats.
Well, there you go. All right. Next.
Colorado Senate passes bill to essentially eliminate Electoral College. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good, because I've had this in queue for a few days. By the way, folks, yes, we've been kind of absentee, and we're sorry to have to tell you that, but we have been absentee between I'm getting old, and every other sniffle comes along and takes me out of the game, and Sasquatch, who is not as old as I am, but he is in love.
Oh, I got some sniffles, all right.
So Sasquatch being in love means that Sasquatch is going to be absentee a lot of times because he's got hot nursery that he has to entertain, and that's more important than our show. More important than me, more important than you. Sasquatch's love life is taking over, and I've got to say I'm not too awfully entertained about that.
Well, tough shit.
Regardless, Colorado Senate has passed a bill to have the state award its presidential electoral votes to the winner of the national popular vote. Now think about that for a minute. SB 19 passed on party lines Tuesday in the Senate. Democrat Senator Mike Foote, now this is state senator, not the ones they send to D.C., of course. The Democratic Senator Mike Foote, whatever, bill would have Colorado join 11 states and the District of Columbia in what's called the National Popular Vote Interstate Compact. Now, what they're trying to do is these states are saying, okay, you people in our state vote the way you want. Okay, you can have 100% of you vote Republican. But if the popular vote across the country goes Democrat, guess what? Their electoral college is going to go with the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you see where this is going, don't you?
Oh, yeah. They're trying to lock it up so there can never be anybody but a Democrat in the White House again.
Absolutely. They are undermining the Electoral College concept. The Electoral College concept gives the small states a voice in what's going on as well.
Yeah, it's what makes us a republic rather than a democracy.
Right. So they want to, of course, they want to make us a democracy, which, that's why they want to bring all these folks from south of the border, which those people down there, oh, well, they're Catholic. They love Christ. Really? They have no clue.
They love free stuff more than they love anything.
Exactly. So their country was socialistic. It's gone to pot. Now they're coming up here and they want us to be socialistic so they can get more money from this government, from those who produce. And then after they suck us dry and we are dead, well, they think they're just going to move on. What, to Canada? Go for it, pals, amigos. Go for it, amigos. Go to Canada. They're being taken over by Muslims. Where are you going to go now? Well, dang you. You're screwed after you screw us. But, yeah, I don't know if I hope everybody's heard about this. Here in Alabama, this is not going to happen. I don't know about California. Is California one of the 11 states that's going for this crap?
I wouldn't be surprised because that sounds like something they would do. But you know what? It really doesn't matter in California because the Democrat always wins in California.
Well, of course, because you have a choice between a Democrat and a Democrat.
Well, and you know what? They did it a different way here, but they did it with gerrymandering where they fixed all the districts and everything. So a Democrat's always going to win. And so, I mean, really, my vote does not count here in California. It doesn't matter. I could vote for anybody. Well, if I vote for a Democrat, it would count. But now they're just doing it on a bigger scale and a little bit different way.
Yep.
And let me tell you, it sucks. So if the rest of good old America wants to have it like California, well, let me warn you, it sucks.
Well, here in Alabama, we could do that here too. No, we couldn't. Never mind that. What am I talking about? I got confused there for a minute. We won't do that because we will not go Democrat. So because we won't go Democrat, we're not going to go along with the other 11, 12 states doing this. But if you have a big enough states do this, the republic is dead.
Well, you know what? Don't even say it like that, though. You said we will not go Democrat. You would go Democrat if the people voted for that, right?
Yeah, but here in Alabama, we don't vote that way.
No, I know. I know.
We wouldn't pass a bill like that.
What I'm saying is the possibility is there. But what they're
nationally speaking?
No, in your state, the possibility is there. I mean, you guys are mostly Republicans, so you're going to vote that way. But it's possible that the Democrat could win Alabama. Well, what they're doing here in Colorado and these other 11 states is they're making it impossible for a Republican to ever win.
Well, here in Alabama, fortunately, liberals don't see Alabama as a place to go to.
Well,
by and large,
backwater redneck-looking SOBs, of course not.
Of course. So, but they'll go to Texas. Man, Texas is about to fall.
Yeah, it is. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
Bye, Texas.
Colorado. Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Or I should
Colorado's
say,
gone.
Welcome to the
Arizona's
family.
going. Huh?
And I was going to say, instead of bye, I should say, welcome to the family.
Yeah. Georgia, of course, is they're in danger because you got hot Atlanta there. And hot Atlanta is very important to the United Nations. So they're putting money into Georgia, and who knows how it's going to go. But when these other states go, as Colorado's gone, they're going to drag us down nationally. Now, the only thing we have to hope for is the fact that this is conspiracy. This is conspiracy to subvert the Constitution. And hopefully there'll be a lawsuit against this and go to Supreme Court. Thanks to Donald Trump, we're going to have a constitutional-minded Supreme Court, and they'll defeat this. Now, if that's not the case, drink up. As a matter of fact, I may switch from Crystal Light Raspberry Lemon back to bourbon, because drink up, we're going to be doomed.
Yep. Well, and if you'd like to see a little glimpse of how things can be, if this sort of goes through and the whole nation goes, do we call them liberals, socialists? I'm not quite sure these days, but if it goes that way, because we have the liberal utopia here in California. Let's find this girl's name. Liz Greenwood. She was diagnosed with typhus. Do you know what typhus is?
Typhus, yeah. When you step on poo, you get typhus.
Yeah, it was something that was really big in medieval times because they didn't have waste management and everything. You know, there was poop on the street and trash and rats and all kinds of crap, right? Well,
right.
Guess what? We've got it here in L.A. and San Diego and San Francisco, and it's caused by the homeless. She was diagnosed with typhus. Liz is a veteran Los Angeles City Hall official and a deputy city attorney that works at City Hall East. She says it felt like somebody was driving a railroad stake through my eyes and out the back of my neck. So
Ow.
in case you're wondering how typhus feels, that's what it does. She believes she contracted the disease from fleas in her office. Fleas are known to live on rats, and rats are known to live around trash bins across the city. There are rats in City Hall and City Hall East, she added. There are enormous rats, and their tails are as long as their bodies. Now, this is because, I mean, you know why rats are around, because trash is piling up, and the trash is coming from the homeless. So there's trash, there's needles, there's poop. The perfect conditions for typhus. Well, she went to the doctor, and they didn't know what she had because nobody's seen typhus in forever. So nobody knew. Well, when they finally figured it out, they treated her for it, and luckily she's okay. But she went back to her office and said, "Hey, I got typhus from all this trash and poop outside the building." Now, this is what the mayor of LA's office sent out today. Last fall, we directed multiple city departments to begin a coordinated and comprehensive effort to improve cleanliness and protect public health in the Civic Center, including City Hall and City Hall East. In addition to increased trash collection and cleanings, aggressive action has been taken to address pests both in the buildings and in the surrounding areas, including abatement treatments and the filling of 60 rodent burrows and 114 tree wells. This work in busy and highly populated public buildings is executed carefully to protect the workers and visitors, and the scheduling of extermination activities takes these factors into consideration. Well, they lied. They didn't do any of that.
No way. A government official lying?
Because there's still rats on the street, there's still trash on the street, and there's still poop on the street. So there you go. When your government officials are telling you, no, we got the problem taken care of, and then you come down with typhus, well, there's your liberal utopia.
Coming to a city near you.
Yes, it is.
Well, hey, do you know a fellow named Eric Swalwell?
I think I beat him up in 6th grade.
Well, you should have beat the hell out of him.
Probably did. I was a pretty mean kid.
Representative Eric Swalwell, Democrat, California, is pledging a gun control vote next week by exclaiming that the right to be safe trumps the right to bear arms. Did you know that? And next week, once again, because we do this is one of those things I've had on cue, waiting for the next podcast, which it should have been done a few days ago, but you're in love, and I've been sick, and we're just sorry pieces of crap. But anyway, we're going to get ourselves together. No, don't worry about it, folks. But anyway, he says he argues the right to be safe supersedes any other rights possessed by Americans. This is one of your guys out of your state. He says the right to be safe supersedes any of the rights possessed by Americans.
Okay, hold on just a second. Pulling out my pocket Constitution. Let me breeze through it here for a second. And yeah, I don't see any right to be safe in here. Nope.
Sure you do.
Nope, not seeing. Just read all the pages. Don't see anything about a right to be safe.
Well, speed read back to the Bill of Rights.
All right.
Right. What's the Second Amendment say? Something about keeping bear arms?
Yes.
Okay, I'm pretty safe when I go to the store.
Mm-hmm.
I'm safe in my house. I'm safe in my car. The only place I'm not safe at is when I go to work, because I work on a military installation. I can't carry my weapon there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but for the most part, I'm pretty daggum safe. So this moron, one of your guys, you should have beat the hell out of him and shoved him in his locker.
Well, he's making the argument for us. He's helping us pro 2A people. What he's saying is there's a difference between your right to bear arms and your right to be safe, when there's not. It's the same thing. If you absolutely, it's not written in the Bill of Rights, but you do have a right to be safe, and I have a right to have a gun. I don't have a right to shoot you unless you are trying to hurt me. Then I have a right to shoot you. And you no longer have a right to be safe because you're trying to harm me. But if you don't try to harm me, I'm not going to shoot you. So there you go.
But you know what? I blame you.
Okay, well, I'll take the blunt.
Because if you'd have grabbed that guy, beat him to death, not to death, beat him really good, and then took him into the bathroom and gave him a really good swirly.
Well,
while you were giving him a swirly, he'd be thinking, if only I had a gun, I'd kill Sasquatch.
Well, he probably would have because he's a liberal, but that's another good argument because more people are killed by hands and feet than they are guns. Should we take our hands and feet away so people can feel safe?
Absolutely not. Okay, it's your turn.
I don't know if I can go on after hearing stupidity like that.
Well, he came from your state. You've got to carry on because you've got to be kind of used to it by now. The rest of us, we're kind of trying to get used to it.
All right. Well, okay, we were talking before the show. Didn't you say you had something about the border?
The border.
Well, before you get to it, though, I'm just asking. You do, yes?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, good, because this is going to go right into that then. Tuesday night's State of the Union address, President Trump is expected to speak on his potential border wall as well as other orders of business after the 35-day government shutdown, but the president will also have a few guests that are not in the country legally. That's right, the Democrats are inviting illegal aliens to the State of the Union, which I hope they promptly get arrested on TV. I'm done.
Well, you know what? I'm certainly hoping that Trump is going to invite a couple of INS agents to sit on his side.
Oh, that would be great.
That'd be great. You know, there's the illegal immigrants sitting over there blatantly violating the law. And then Trump can say, I would like for you to meet my guests. Guests, go do your job right there on TV. Arrest them. Take them away.
Well, and
that'd be awesome.
And it could only get better if they ran and they had to chase them and then they played Benny Hill music.
That would be fun.
And they sped up the camera so it looked like they were running really fast.
And if any of the youngins out there are listening to this and you don't know who Benny Hill is, look him up on YouTube. You'll enjoy it.
All right, so what's going on down at the border? This is just a stunt by the Democrats, like always. But anyway, go on.
Now, our counter stunt would be great. But anyway, Mexican authorities in 2 border states, that's their border states, not our border states, announced the arrival of nearly 2,000 Central American migrants who are part of a caravan headed for the border cities of Piedras Negras. That's racist.
That is racist. What are you doing?
I'm just reading what I'm seeing.
Saying words like Negras.
Breitbart, you racist bunch of conservatives. And Nuevo Laredo. The area between those 2 municipalities does not feature any type of fencing or barriers like the one's previous caravan encountered in California. In other words, Mexico is busing 2,000 migrants to the U.S. border to a place where there is no barrier, and they're going to drop them off.
Wait a second. Didn't Mexico just say after the last caravan that they were going to help us now with this whole thing, but now they're shipping them to us?
Do you think our politicians are the only ones that lie? No, they're not. Now, remember, people, you know, we had an argument on prepperforms. Oh, by the way, if you want to see where we usually hang out, go to prepperforms.net. If you want to contact us via email and send us some hate mail, that's great. I love hate mail. Go to, where's that place called? DentonandSassShow@gmail.com, or you can reach us at DentonandSasquatch.com. Yes. Now, we had an argument there with this cat that he's a constitutionalist, sovereign citizen, and everything. He's totally against border security or whatever, but he does agree that we have a border problem. Okay, well here this government, our neighboring government, is transporting 2,000 migrants to kick them over on our side of the border. A wall would slow that down, don't you think?
Probably.
So, and we send Mexico millions of, we covered this before, millions of dollars in USAID. As a matter of fact, we send it to Honduras, Colombia, you name it down there, Guatemala, whoever. We send it to Canada and China. We send everybody money. And this is the thanks we get. You know, the whole thing on the Statue of Liberty, send us your poor, that's not part of the Constitution. That's part of a stupid poem written by some damn socialist.
French socialist.
We don't need your poor. We have poor of our own. Deal with your poor. Deal with your issues. The only ones we need are your engineers and doctors and that kind of stuff. And damn well, don't send us your lawyers. We got too many of those.
Well, really, this is like, the guy next door that mows his lawn and then gets his blower out and blows all the grass shavings over into your yard. It's like, I don't want these anymore, so you take them. You deal with it.
Exactly. Or my thing, now you just hit on one of my things, my pet peeves. When people are cutting the grass and they point the exhaust towards the road and now all the grass clippings and whatever is in the yard is now in the road.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. You just sent me off in a tizzy here.
One of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, apparently. How's the time doing? I've got a couple more things we can hit on real quick if you like, or we can save for another day. I don't know.
Well, we're at 31, so.
Okay, well, I'll do this real quick. Two real quick. Really, really quick. This is Boy Scouts makes history welcoming girls to its ranks. Okay. A long-time American tradition ended Friday as the Boy Scouts of America officially changed its name to Scouts BSA. Now, girls 11 through 17 may join and participate in programs including earning Eagle Scout rank, while the girls learn how to be adult men with good character.
Oh, that's what we need, more women that are adult men.
Right. The whole concept of Boy Scouts was to train young boys into becoming good American men. I guess that went to the wayside. That doesn't make sense. But here you go. This is another American tradition of being shot in the foot by morons. Ow. Real quickly, this is from the Blaze. If you thought abortion bills in Newark and Virginia were bad, just wait until you see Vermont. Vermont is a beautiful state. Have you ever been to Vermont?
I have not.
I spent a week in Vermont, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous territory wasted on, apparently, morons. They have an abortion bill, H-0057, would remove all practical abortion regulations establishing the fundamental right to procedure without restriction while completely eradicating any consideration for the unborn child's viability. In other words, baby could be 100% healthy. It's going to be A-OK. No damage is going to be done to the mother. And it'll be killed.
It's abortion for birth control.
The bill declares, yes, every individual has the fundamental right to choose or refuse contraception or sterilization. Every individual who becomes pregnant has the fundamental right to choose or carry a pregnancy to term, give birth to a child, or have an abortion. A fertilized egg, embryo, or fetus, which is Latin for an unborn baby, shall not have independent rights under Vermont law. Instead of Vermont, we should call it vermin.
So they're advocating murder is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. This is where our country's gone to.
So I don't know. I'm not sure about Vermont, but I'm guessing they're one of those states that's like, yeah, we got to take the guns away to save people's lives.
Well, actually, what's his name? Bernie Sanders?
Yeah.
Has always been pretty much pro-gun because he knows he would be slaughtered by the pro-gun folks in Vermont. You know, he's in Vermont. But no, they're not really. They're not anti-gun.
Well, I was just
They're one same place there.
I was just going to say, though, if they were and wanting to take away guns to keep people alive and then wanting to kill people, just doesn't make sense.
No, none of this makes sense. Slaughtering the unborn right now. I think what is it? The fertility rate for Americans, or at least American whites, is like 1.2.
Well, yeah,
we're not even.
Well, they want to give the girls a chance to abort their babies because we don't want any more white babies. They might not vote Democrat. We want to import all the people that are having babies because they'll vote Democrat.
That's pretty much it. Yep. So there you go. Vermont and Virginia and everybody else. Well, I'm hoping this will be killed like what they want to do to unborn children, and Vermont doesn't go so satanic. But New York has already been there, or has already gone there, so who knows? Next thing, California's going to be killing white people in the street. I have no clue.
Well, it's a good thing I'm covered in hair.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, all right, let me give you one real quick last one here before we wrap things up that kind of dovetails nicely off of yours. And you thought we had crazy people here. A man in India is planning to sue his parents for giving birth to him without consent.
All right. Now I'm officially pro-abortion.
Oh, boy. According to Raphael Samuel, 27, he's a self-proclaimed anti-natalist who believes it is wrong to put the unwilling child through, this is written poorly, the unwilling child through on this earth simply for the pleasure of his parents. Samuel told the print, I love my parents and we have a great relationship, but they had me for their joy and for their pleasure. My life has been amazing, but I don't see why I should put another life through the rigmarole of school and finding a career, especially when they didn't ask to have it done. So,
oh, you know what? If I were the parents, what's the guy's name? Raphael?
Mm-hmm.
Raphael, you don't remember? We asked you when you were 1 day old, and you said, yes, I want to be here. You don't remember that? Not my fault.
Well, I'm thinking.
Case dismissed.
I'm thinking because doesn't India believe in reincarnation? So maybe they asked him the last time, "Do you want to be born again?" And he said, "Yes, of course I do." So I could be his parents' lawyer and get him off.
Please don't let me be a worm in my next life. I hate fishing as it is.
He obviously said, "Hey, Mom and Dad, I want to be a totally large douchebag in my next life." And they said, "Okay."
Whatever you want, kid. We're not going to give you a damn dime, though, when you sue us.
So, India is kind of screwed up, too.
That's okay. So we are, too. It's just in a different degree and direction. Drink up or doomed. And we'll see you hopefully Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. But anyway, we're going to be doing 2 a week. Unless Sasquatch decides to run off and get married.
Maybe I already did.
Maybe you did. Ooh, next show. Dun, dun, dun. Anyway, y'all have a good night. We'll talk to y'all later. Good night.